Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Tonight, this evening, this afternoon, this morning? Hi, how are you? So I have some new yarn from Herrschners. It's new to me. I think it's new. It's new in general. It is new, actually. I don't just think. I know it's new. Pardon the reach. I forgot to grab scissors from here, and I have my pair that I'm okay with opening things with because I have this box right here. Yes, that I should have pre-sliced, but I didn't because here I am opening. Thought I would do it live. Well, not live, but I thought I would do it as we talked because that always works out so well. I was perusing. Where did I see it first? The website, right? Yes, the website. And last year when myself and several of us went kind of crazy for the Halloween yarn as it came out. They had did they have regular Halloween yarn and then a sparkly version? I have the sparkly version. Can't remember if there's a regular. I feel like there was like a regular version too. Why can't I remember now? Was there? Or at least of one color, maybe? Maybe what I'm thinking of is they have the holiday, like the celebrations yarn, right? And now they have the sparkle celebrations yarn. I think maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But the Halloween yarn has always been sparkly because if they had the regular, I know I would have jumped on the regular, and then they would have had the sparkle, and then I would have been like, I would have just bought the sparkle too. So I already know me. I know past Heather also, and I would have done it. So I'm pretty sure that they were just sparkle. Either that or I've got some regular yarn laying around that I don't know the whereabouts of. Anyway, I stalled myself out from opening. So they had the 4 colors of the sparkle Halloween yarn is the point. And I was perusing about, and they have 6 colors of it now. So they have added 2 more colors. So I had to buy some. Of course I had to buy some. I don't think, unless something's out of stock, I don't think Herrschners has normally split up like Joann's is kind of famous. Actually, Michael's too, I guess, is kind of famous for splitting up. Gosh, this is some good tape. Famous for splitting up their orders, but not really Herrschners, at least in my own experience. I don't know if you guys are prone to getting it split up very often. So I think everything I ordered is probably in this box. If we ever get it open, oh my God, having the worst technical difficulty of my life. That's been the last few days. We're about to have a good chat video again where we talk about that. Oh my gosh, I still have one more flap to go and I'm kind of scared, I'm not going to lie. It's the biggest portion of tape yet. Let me spin it around where maybe it'll be a little safer. This is like some heavy duty tape. Anyway, I imagine these scissors aren't the greatest either because these are the ones I'm okay using to slice things open. We all have like our yarn scissors and everything, and our sewing scissors if we're sewers, right? These are not it for me. These are my open anything scissors. What had originally caught my eye was I was literally, like I said, perusing when I saw these yarns that I just talked about. And what had caught my eye was not that. What had caught my eye was, your girl is a fan of the retroness, right? The Stranger Things and the retro. And that sort of niche, shall we call it. Oh my, yes, I think they are all inside of this very box. Of course, I'm in the space with as little room as possible too, so you get to watch me struggle here. Okay, because I had to be out here. I guess I didn't have to be, but I chose, because I love him, to be out here with our guest host, Maverick. Oh, he's awake. You awake? Is it because I was struggling? Look at that grumpy look on his face. I definitely woke him up. Can you say hi to everybody? Say hi, guys. Say, my mom woke me up, but I'm here for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, so I was perusing the website after looking at a different yarn, is where I'm going with this. You know that I'm a fan of the retro-y eras, the past, and all that stuff. I'm just removing some of the flyers, the advertisements that Herrschners is so fond of giving us here. Like, doctors say don't cut carbs. This 100% works better. I don't know what this is. I'm not too fond of knowing either. MCT Wellness. Groundbreaking slimming solution. Great. $10. Turn over for your $10 off code from Herrschners. I'm a little more interested in that. $10 off your next order. Thanks, Herrschners. Save $10 off orders over $49. Enter your unique code. So I'm not going to share that one. Sorry, guys. And then we have your random advertisements here for everyday value yarns. It's a couple of pages long here. So which one do I start with? Since I've already talked about these, let's talk about them first. Here is the two different variants of the Sparkle Halloween yarns. I'm so excited. Here's the first one. So if you remember, I should have just grabbed them out, but I'm sure we're pretty familiar with the four other colors from last year. There was candy corn, which is your usual, your yellow, orange, white, and of course it was sparkly, right? It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It was one of my favorites. I loved all of them, right? There was is it Halloween Party, I think, which was the green, white, orange, purple, sparkly, of course. And then there was Witch's Brew, which was the purples and the greens and the black, sparkly. All of them are sparkly, spoiler. And then there was, which might be my current favorite, which is Beautiful, white, orange, black, gray. It was beautiful, is beautiful. I really love it. Then added to the collection is this beautiful color, which is called Goblin. And this is the worsted Halloween sparkle yarn. But look at that. It is different shades of green. And there, of course, is the black, and the sparkle is prevalent, as you can see, very easily on the black, but it is prevalent through all of it. If you are not familiar with the Herrschners worsted Halloween sparkle yarn, it is 92% acrylic and 8% polyester. The net weight of this is 8 ounces, which is 226 grams. It's 489 yards, which is 448 meters. It is a size 4 medium. It's machine washable and dryable, and it is made in China. And it says it's a size 4 weight. And this is just their worsted 8 yarn. So it is the same size ball if you're familiar with the worsted 8, but it has got a sparkle in it. It's like a self-striping yarn. It's beautiful. It's pretty soft. If this might be, I need to go like love on my yarn that I still have from last year's Halloween. But I feel like, is this softer than last year's Halloween yarn? Maybe not. Maybe not. It might be the same, but it's pretty soft, to be honest. But there is Goblin anyway. It's beautiful and I love it. And I'm not like the world's biggest green girl. Not that I don't love green, but not that I don't like green, but I really do like this one. I have been liking greens a lot lately, but there it is. And then, probably my favorite of the two, this one is Sorcerer. Look at this. I already love like a pink and orange together, but when you mix that with purple and black and you make it sparkly, holy cow. Look how beautiful this is. Tuck you right back up there. There you go. Fix that right up. Look how beautiful this is. I love it. This has the same exact stats as the Goblin because it is the other, the next one in line of the Halloween sparkle yarn line. They do both have the Easy Start, just like all the other worsted 8s. The Easy Start pull. A lot of them have this one little on each end, like one little slipped yarn, probably just from the shipping. But I love that color. Oh my gosh, this one might be giving Beautiful a run for its money. I think that's so pretty. And I feel like in a lot, I know I see 80s everywhere that I turn because I choose to, but this is like giving me like, the name is Sorcerer, and this is giving me like 80s, like comic book sorcerer, like the magic. Bear with me, I know, because I want to see it that way, but you know, like when the magic is drawn, and I don't know, that's the colors it's giving me, like for real. Which I mean, really, this is kind of giving me 80s goblins too, really. Like out of a comic book. So maybe that was the inspiration here. I don't know, but I can see it and I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful. So because when I bought them before, I got 4 of each one, I repeated myself and I got 4 of each one. So I may have to get a few more of this one and make something pretty big with it because I really love this color. Like I really, 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 really love Sorcerer. I think it is beautiful. But those are the Halloween sparkle yarns that I got. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then the retro yarn that I spoke of, it came in this package. So let's just open that up before I reveal the whole thing. Now, you can get each one of these singularly, separately, however you want to put it, or Herrschners, you know, is pretty famous for putting all of their yarns together in one set. So that's what I did. And this set happened to include a bag, which you could also buy separately. Singularly, I almost said again, but you could buy it separately. And you could buy it separately for like half the price, I think, of what I paid for this. So I just bought the whole like little set, right? But this is Herrschners Afghan Yarn Retro Edition. Now the Afghan yarn, I think the normal price of each, it's the small ball, and I think it's a 2-weight yarn. We'll see in a second if I'm right, but it's a 2-weight, like a 2-ply 2-weight yarn. They're small skeins, and they sell for like $1.99 because they're not like the big. I mean, you can see this fits like 2 of these balls would fit in this bag, right? They're not the same size by any means. But look at the coloring, the beautifulness. I love the bag, first of all, anyway. So I really like this bag. And I believe this is also a limited, it says retro edition, but I believe this is going to be like a limited edition thing. Either that or that was in my own mind. I don't know if it's going to be limited edition, I guess, for facts. But in my own mind, it was also a limited edition thing because Herrschners is kind of doing this 125 years of Herrschners. So I think this is just like a limited thing they're doing because of their retro roots right now, I guess. But inside the bag is one of each in their line. Oh, look at that. Oh. So let's just like dig in right now. I don't think I've ever had any of their actual Afghan yarn, so I don't know how like soft or harsh this is going to feel. So we're going to explore that together too. Oh, this is not bad. So if this is representative of their other yarns, I figured if I like it, if I like this, which is, it feels nice, I'm not going to lie. Let me just get this up here for you. Look at the labeling even. I was not gonna lie, I was a sucker for the packaging too for this, but I figured if I liked it, this being a number 2-weight yarn, it would be something nice to maybe get enough of this to do like I'm always endeavoring to do some hooked on sunshine type patterns. Maybe this palette would look nice for one of those retro, or even some nice like granny squares. Even if I don't get more of this, I think this would be enough to make some nice like granny squares or hexagons or something like that. That's beautiful. How fitting that that's the first one I pulled out too. So it's like a beautiful gold color. Let's talk about the actual specs of this. This is Herrschner's Afghan yarn retro edition. Like the labeling says, I'm going to show you that beautiful labeling one more time. I love the striping. It's kind of, I know the stuff in the Stranger Things room, in the Stranger Things room, in the, where 11 was being held, like in the rainbow room, but in the, why can't I think of it? Where the kids were, and there's the rainbow in the, anyway, my point was it was a more vivid actual rainbow, but the actual striping is reminiscent of that, was going to be my point until I lost it completely. The lab, the Hawkins National Laboratory, you know, where the, anyway, you're not here for the Stranger Things talk today, are you? Even you get that free with all of my videos. Hi, if you're new here, I'm a Stranger Things addict. I'm a Stranger Things freak. I just can't happen to remember the name of the lab that I'm trying to think of right now. Maybe it's just the lab. Heather. It's too late. Your brain is shutting off, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the yarn. That's what we're here for. So you've seen the label several times now. It's beautiful. I love it. This yarn is very soft. Stats. Where are you, stats? Okay. So it's a number 2, 100% acrylic. It says net weight 2 ounces, thus 2. 2 ounces, 56. Why did I say thus 2? It doesn't make it a 2-weight yarn, has it? I'm telling you, I am really, the last few days, I don't edit, but I am a little loopy. This is not a reflection of me. Okay, just ignore that. Okay, net weight 2 ounces. We're just going to pretend that I am sane right now, and we're going to start again. 2 fine, 100% acrylic, net weight 2 ounces, 56 grams, 244 yards, 224 meters. It is machine washable and dryable. It is made in China. This is the color Sunflower, right? Yeah, Sunflower. And this is so much softer than I actually assumed it would be. I feel like people who have had the Afghan yarn before said it wasn't that soft, but the worsted 8 I know used to be, like, not necessarily this, but like the actual worsted 8, just regular, used to be a lot harsher, and it kind of went through a development or something, and it's a lot softer now than it used to be. So maybe the same is said with the Afghan yarn. I can't say for sure because I've never had it before, but I can say that this is very soft. Like, I'm a fan of this already. So Sunflower, anyway, not wasted, but we've spent a lot of time with Sunflower. This beautiful, gorgeous blue right here is called cerulean. I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, but I've pronounced it this way like forever. Cerulean. Isn't that beautiful? I really love it. And there's just, like, it's so soft. There's just a bit of a fuzz to it. I love it. And remember, it's 100% acrylic, so that's not like a wool fuzz or anything either. Oh, this is avocado. Oh. Now, I know a lot of people like the retro, I was going to say flavors. The retro colors are not like their cup of tea, but oh my gosh, it's very much so mine. This is called Vintage Violet. This is called Vintage Violet. I know that purple obviously existed in the day and all. Don't get me wrong. I know that it's been around in every era, but like, when I think of my vintage colors, I don't necessarily, like, I barely think of blue. I do think of blue, but barely. I don't always think of purple. I like it thrown in here. I think it's very pretty. I just never think of it with this palette, with a palette, especially not one with like avocado and sunflower gold colors like this, but I'm very glad to see it here. I like it. And probably if I was buying separately them, I may not have even like bought that one. I really like it there. Possibly the same with this color, which this is called Coral Crush. And it is very corally because it's not the only orangey option, as you're about to see, because this is Rust. This is the one I would reach for, but I do like its existence here. I love it, actually, quite a bit. It goes very well with the purple, and I am going to try to hold all of these up together in a moment. Then we have Buttercream, which I feel you kind of always have to have in a retro-y, palette. And then, last but not least, we have Clearwater. So here's Clearwater. Isn't that beautiful too? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colors. Let me see if I can get them all up here together. So it is a very like 70s-esque retro. All right, come on guys, cooperate. Like, they're smaller, so they're also, they're very short. So they want to fall out of my arms when I try holding them all together. Aren't those gorgeous? I bet I'm covering up my mic. Can you hear me now? Aren't those gorgeous? They're so beautiful. I love them. See, these over here, maybe with the buttercream, that's more like what I would have thought. And a brown. There's no brown. That's okay. Like a camel or a brown would really set these off, in my opinion. But they're very pretty. I love them so much, and oh, and this bag that they go in is so pretty too. Like, I love it. And I'm pretty sure, let me check here. I'm pretty sure this whole thing, because these separately, like I said, are like $1.99, or at least they were when I bought them. And I believe the bag itself was, they wanted like $9.99 for, if I remember right. But all of it together was only like $19.99. Was I right? Yeah, $19.99. So for eight of those would have been $16 right there for just the yarn, and then just under, like pennies under, right? And then the bag for almost 10. So that's a pretty good deal. So I don't know if I'll get a thumbnail out of that, but that would be good, right? But yeah, I like it. I love it. I really, really, really love this. So you should let me know if you guys like any of the yarns that I showed you, or if you have gotten any of them, or if you plan on getting any of them. I would love to know what you would make with the retro, with the Afghan yarn, because it is, like I said, it's a 2-weight yarn. Definitely want to do something cool with it. If not, if I, maybe I won't get like extras of it, and I will just do, like I said, like a granny square or like a hexagon blanket, and see how far I get with what I've got. I'd be fine with that, because I just joined them like a continuous join kind of deal, or join as you go kind of deal, instead of like sewing them together or joining them. So I wouldn't need like an additional color except for maybe a border color. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I really love this one. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I have babbled on quite long enough. And as you can already tell, when I was trying to talk about the fact that a 2-weight yarn was 2 ounces, I'm clearly needing some sleep. So I am going to let you guys go. But yeah, I will talk to you soon. Thank you for spending a half hour of your time with me. And all right, I love you guys. Bye.